Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Cabell Midland Field here in beautiful sunny Ona, West Virginia, where we're here for some club baseball today between the Huntington Highlander Club Ball and the Cabell Midland Knights Club Ball teams. 57 degrees and partly cloudy at game time here as the players take the field and get ready for the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hats for our national anthem.
Starting lineups for today's game for the Cabell Midland Knights club team, led by head coach Brian Hess. Starting number 20 at second base, Bryce Hess. Number 22 at third base, Cole Painter. Number 11 playing catcher, Braxton Nichols. Number 24 on the bump, Ryan Schaefer. Number 9 at shortstop, Levi Reed. Number 4 at first base, Brody Crawford. Number 6 in center field, Cody Fulks. Number 7 in right field, Cole Elkins. Number 99, the extra hitter, Logan Bartram. Number 3 in left field, Pax Hafferteben. Starting lineup for the Huntington Highlanders ball club. Number 9 at second base, Bretton Gilliland. Number 17 at shortstop, Colin Childers. Number 15 pitching, Oliver James. Number 8 at third base, Dakota Hanna. Number 7 at first base, Jackson Gordon. Number 13 catching, Ian Asbury. Number 11 in left field, Uriah Petty. Number 88 in center field, Will Johnston. Number 16 is the extra hitter, Santi Jovel. And number 27 in right field, Jazian Pettis. Huntington Highlanders ball club led by head coach Weston Gordon. First batter steps in, number 9, Gilliland. And we get ready to start the ball game. First pitch, strike one, right down the middle. Good looking ball. Number 24, Schaefer comes set. The windup and the pitch. High for ball one. 1-1 count. Batter sets. Pitcher fires. Swings and fouls it back. 1-2 count. Pitcher comes set. The windup, the pitch, foul ball. Into the catcher's glove. 1 out for the Highlanders. Fouled it just off of the tip of the bat. Catcher caught it for the out. Schaefer comes set, delivers, swing and a miss, strike one. At this age range, patience is such a big deal for the batters. You got to identify the good pitches to swing at, and that was a good pitch to swing at. Pitcher sets, delivers, high and outside, ball one. 1-1 count. 1 out. Number 17, Colin Childers at bat. Takes it high for ball 2. Batter sets in the box. Pitcher winds up, delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 2. That's 2-2 count. He's got to be selective here, figuring out which one he wants to swing at as he starts to fall behind in the count. Pitcher delivers. High for ball 3. Full count. Schaefer sets, delivers. Low and outside, he walked in. Puts one runner on with 1 out. The top of the first inning here at Cabell Midland Field.
Up to bat, number 15, Oliver James.
Coming to bat, number 15, Oliver James, the pitcher for the Highlanders Baseball Club. Checks the runner at first. He's got a little bit of a lead off. Delivers, swing and a miss, strike 1. Schaefer checks the runner, winds up, delivers, runner goes, he's going, throws off, he slides in, not in time. Ball gets past the baseman slightly, fielded by the shortstop, back to the pitcher. Runner moves up 1, man on second, no balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. 0-2, excuse me, 0-2, 1 out. Runner leads at second, Schaefer checks him. Comes set, wind up, and the pitch. High for a ball. One and 2 the count. Runner on second takes a healthy lead. Shortstop gets ready to keep him honest. Swing and a miss for strike 3.
Up to bat, number 8, Dakota Hannah.
Coming up to bat for the Highlanders, number 8 playing third base, Dakota Hannah. Runner on second, 2 outs in the top of the first. Runner's going to third. He makes the throw, he's down, and he got him for the 3rd out. Outstanding play by the catcher, Braxton Nichols, for the Knights. Going into the middle of the first, it's 0-0 with a quick inning for the Knights.
After you meet her family,
As we wait in the inning break here, we'd like to give a shout out to our sponsors, starting with Village Caregiving in Barbersville, West Virginia. Village Caregiving provides compassionate, reliable in-home care tailored to meet the needs of your loved ones. From companionship and personal care to help with daily tasks, our trusted team is here to support families throughout the region. Discover why so many West Virginians rely on Village Caregiving to keep their loved ones safe, comfortable, and independent. Call 304-205-1472 or visit villagecaregiving.com to learn more or schedule a consultation. That's Village Caregiving in Barbersville, West Virginia.
keeps a lock of hair in her pocket. She wears a cross around her neck. Yes, the hair is from a little boy. And the cross is someone's hair, not theirs, but not theirs.
All right, we're back in the bottom of the first inning here. Knights getting ready to bat for the first time today.
Now batting, number 20, Bryce Hess.
Stepping into the box, number 20, Bryce Hess, the second baseman. James fires, swings, fouls it back for strike one. Pitcher for the Highlanders, Oliver James, comes set, winds up, delivers. Got him on the corner for strike two. It's a nice pitch. That's when you got to decide if you're willing to take the risk or not. A little breaking ball heading towards the outside. Comes set. Delivers. Oh, and he got him. Got him on the back with a breaking ball that didn't quite locate. And that puts the first runner on base for the Knights.
I don't know. You have to press the button and talk.
Now batting, number 22, Cole Painter.
All right. Up now we have number 22, third baseman Cole Painter. Joined in the booth this inning for some color commentary with Gabe Johnson, center fielder for the Cabell Midland Knights high school team, and Landon Knight, shortstop for the Cabell Midland team. How are we doing today, fellas?
What's up, guys? Pretty good.
Checks the runner at first. James comes set, gets ready to deliver, shows bunt, pulls it back. Runner goes to second. He's got the throw off in time.
Yeah, got him.
When you take a big lead like that and you make the jump, you got to commit.
Yeah.
That's it. You know, one of the things about playing at this age is you're still learning to make decisions. Painter comes into the box. James comes set. The windup and the pitch. Swung on, drives it up the gap.
Nice
in
barrel.
Between center and left. He's going for two. He runs, checks the base, holds up, comes back. Nice little single for Painter. Solid swing. That's what you got to do. You take the risk, and sometimes you make the contact.
Inside pitch, where's pitch?
Up to bat now for the Knights. Number 11, the catcher, Braxton Nichols, left-handed batter. 1 on, 1 out for the Knights. Shows bunt, lays it down. He gets a short one. The pitcher's got to work for it. He fires over to first. He got him, but he does advance the runner.
EFT there.
Now up to bat, the pitcher, number 24, Ryan Schaefer, another left-handed batter. 2 outs, runner on second.
Number 24.
What do you do in this situation, Land, if you're the shortstop?
Lefty, I don't know. It really depends on where he takes the ball usually, but I pinch up the middle a little bit probably.
First pitch is a ball outside. Comes set. James delivers. Swing and a miss for strike one. Runner takes a nice healthy lead. James stares him down and goes back. So this early in the game, are you thinking get the runner ahead, or are you thinking rely on your hitter?
Rely on your hitter, 100%.
Delivers. Swings. He puts it. Oh,
good
the
catch.
Shortstop catches it midair.
Snag.
That is a good grab for the third out in the inning. The Knights put 2 guys on. One gets picked off on a steal. One gets stranded at second base as we go into the second inning here at Cabell Midland Knights Field. Make your business stand out with custom signage from Village Sign Company in Barbersville, West Virginia. From storefront designs to vehicle wraps, they bring your brand to life with bold professional designs. Trusted by local businesses for quality and fast turnaround, they are your one-stop sign solution. Call 304-736-7446 or visit villagesigncompany.com to get started today. So fellas, What's it take to get out of club ball and into high school?
I'd say the weight room is probably the biggest thing. Definitely got to get in the weight room and maybe some agility. You got to get faster and stronger for sure.
So what do coaches look for now? You know, when I was your age, it was all about the kids that could execute, but everything's changing. You got analytics, you got people watching you from the time that, you know, you're in Little League all the way through this. You know, how does that affect you and the way that you approach your training?
Well, I mean, there's so much technology now, you know. So I mean, like at these showcases, you got kids hitting 110 exit velocity, and it's tracking. Like TrackMans are telling you where the ball's going and everything else. It's just the technology's crazy now. You really got to focus on the small things to get to the good swing and just everything like that.
Now, when your coaches come to you and they give you notes, what are they looking for out of your personality now as players? Just to be coachable, or do they want you to take that extra step and really see, you know, what you can do as a leader on the field?
Yeah, they like leadership for sure, but I think a big thing is attitude. They always looking at the attitudes. Like Coach Brumfield, he's always like, if you have a bad attitude, you're not playing. Like, come in and slam your stuff, he's going to bench you. So, I mean, and attitude's a big key factor there.
Up to bat for Huntington, number
All right,
8. Dakota
gentlemen, we
Cabell.
appreciate you coming and seeing us today. Gabe Johnson, Landon Nida, players with Cabell Midland Knights ball.
Appreciate you for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us, man.
Thank you, fellas. All right, come and set in the top of the second. Pitcher sets up, delivers outside for ball 1 to number 8, Dakota Hannah for the Huntington Highlanders club ball. Okay, joining us this inning, we got Tracy Brumfeld, head coach for Cabell Midland. Coach, appreciate you coming up to see us today.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
24 delivers, low and inside for ball 1-1 count. So, Coach, what do you see here today? You're here, you're seeing what the club ball players are bringing for you. What do you like?
Yeah, I like the day. The sun's out, no rain.
I can't beat
First
that.
off, but I like what I see out here. You know, some good-sized kids out there hitting the ball pretty hard right now on the Knights club team, and but like the way they're swinging the bat right now and being aggressive.
Schaefer delivers outside, 3-0 count. Sets, fires, catches him on the corner for a strike. Now these kids kind of occupy the space in between Little League and high school.
Yes, sir.
Is that something that's affiliated with the high school, or is this all independent?
This is all independent. This is not a SSAC school. It's or not school, but a function. It's club ball, so they're allowed to play on Sundays. Because in high school, you're not allowed to play on Sundays.
Yeah, that makes a big difference. Fouls it off down the right field line. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Sets, delivers, swing and a miss. Strike 3, setting down. You know, that's the kind of pitch at this level. You know, you got to make a decision that far ahead in the count if you're going to swing or not. And
Yes, sir.
Jackson Gordon.
And this time, early in the year, usually your pitcher has the advantage over hitters because, just seeing live pitching, you're in a cage, you can't mimic a live pitching on the field.
First pitch to Jackson Gordon, strike. 0-1 count. It's got to be good for you as a coach. You see some of these kids, from Little League up, 24 sets, delivers. It's high for ball 1. What do you look for in the kids that you want on your next team?
For the next team, the biggest thing is what type of kid they are. Are they a good teammate, or are they excuse me?
Delivers
Are they
high
a
for
good
ball 2.
teammate? Are they are they on an even keel? You have a bad day. How do you react to a bad day or a good day? Everybody wants to see you on a good day. You have scouts come in watching you at the high school level, and if you have a bad day, they want to see how you react. They want to see you on a bad day.
Schaefer delivers, swung on and missed for strike 2. 2-2 count here. Schaefer comes set, lines up, throws. Strike 3, got him looking at that one. That's another one. He's got some pitches on that outside. That breaking ball moves a lot.
Yes, it does. He's on left. You got that natural movement.
We'll see what number 13 Asbury can do for him for the Highlanders. Nobody on, 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. Fouls it down the right-hand side, out of play. So what do you do in this situation, Coach? If you're this early in the game, nobody on, 2 out, are you swinging or are you holding?
Talk about the batter here.
Yeah.
I'm getting my pitch. I'm looking fastball, looking for my pitch. I want to drive in the zone. Is what I'm looking for, and that's what we teach our kids. You're looking, 2 outs. We're looking at the ball, find a gap, and trying to stretch it into a double.
Schaefer delivers high for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Comes set, wind up, pitch. High and outside, ball 2. He's trying to throw that hard ball. He wants it. He's just not quite getting it where he wants. Asbury takes ball 3, high and outside. I think here I'm waiting, Coach. I think I'm going to sit there and make him throw me a pitch that I want to hit.
At 3-1, yeah, your hitters count right now. So he took ball 4 just now. So, yeah, I mean, good patient at bat right there for him.
Asbury walks and puts 1 on with 2 outs here in the second.
Number 11, Uriah Pettis.
Coming to bat for the Highlanders, number 11, Uriah Pettis. Right-handed right-handed left fielder for the Highlanders. Sets, fires, takes outside, ball 1. Runner takes a lead at first base. 24 checks him, looks over, sets, delivers. High for ball 2. Now, do you see a big drop between the kids that are playing at this level versus the kids that make it all the way to your high school team?
As in what way now? I'm sorry.
Well, takes for strike 3, throw down to second, he slides in, tags a little late, runner moves up to second base, calls for time. You see kind of a natural progression from the Little League.
Oh, yes, sir.
You'll see the kids that, they don't go from minor B to minor A, or they don't go from minor A. So from the kids that are playing at club ball
yes,
to
sir.
the ones that show up to try out for your team, is it generally a pretty set group, or do they keep going? High and outside for ball 3, 3-1 count.
Now, the biggest thing I see is that a lot of kids, they, especially with baseball, you go from the Little League field to the high school field, and it's 60 feet, and 90 feet. So you have to, that's a big difference. In the basketball, you can lower the baskets, and as you progress and get older, you can raise the baskets up so they actually progress through that.
88, Will Johnston.
But with baseball, that's the toughest thing, is getting adjusted to the bigger field.
Schaefer deals his second walk in a row. Coach comes out to talk with him as the runner takes first base. Got runners on first and second now with 2 outs. Number 88, Will Johnston, coming to bat for the Highlanders. A little bit of a jam here. You're getting your pitcher. He's got a little bit of a higher pitch count this early in the game. How long do you usually run kids? 2 innings, 3 innings before you start thinking about swapping?
Well, it all depends on how the kid's throwing. If he's on, we're going right now, especially early in the season. We're on a pitch count. What we do with them early in the season. So right now we're at about 70 because the weather's been so cold and rainy. Our pitchers have not went over 70 yet this year. So as the year goes on and gets warmer, our kids, if they're really rolling and they're throwing the ball well, they're going to stay in there. And, we'll get our guys loosen up. If he starts getting in trouble, like right now, you got guys on first and second, 2 outs. We're probably going to get someone loosened up right now just to stay hot in case something happens.
All right, the meeting at the mound is complete. Schaefer comes back to the mound. Runners on first and second. 2 outs. Schaefer comes set, delivers. Oh, nice high fastball, swing and a miss for strike 1. I think here you got to keep the runners honest. This is a situation where it can get out of hand in a hurry. 1 bloop single if those runners are ready, and you might have 2 on the board.
Yeah, with 2 outs, you're automatically, contact, you're going with 2 outs. As soon as the ball hits the bat, you're going. Biggest thing on defense right now, guys on second base in scoring position, you want your infield, or, especially your infield, to keep that ball in, whether they make the play or not, keep him from scoring from second.
Ooh, swing and a miss for strike 2, 1-2 count, 2 outs. Batter comes set in the box. Pitcher checks the runners. Lead at first and second. Winds up, delivers. Gets him on the inside, looking for strike 3, and that'll get him out of the inning. The Highlanders put a couple of guys on base and leave them. That's what you want to see as the home team here today. Going into the middle of the second, it's 0-0. Huntington Highlanders and Cabell Midland Knights club ball. Coach, you hanging out with us a little bit longer?
I'm going to go back down to the bullpen and see what's going on. Thank you guys for having me.
You've been great, man.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
If you ever get past coaching high school level, you'd be a good color man.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Hey,
thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
So normally, you just stand there. I could say so much. I don't go there 'cause I don't want to. I was thinking if you were lonely, maybe we could leave here and no one would know. At least not to the point that we would think so. Everyone here knows everyone here is thinking about somebody else.
Club League Ball today brought to you by the American Polygraph Company. Trust the truth with American Polygraph Company, proudly serving Barbersville and the tri-state area. American Polygraph Company offers professional, confidential lie detection services for legal, personal, and employment needs. Backed by experienced and certified examiners, they deliver results you can count on. Call American Polygraph today at 304-733-3011. That's 304-733-3011. Or visit AmericanPolygraph.com to schedule an appointment. Coming into the bottom of the second. 0-0 between the Knights and the Highlanders today. So far, both teams are having a good showing on the pitcher's mound. Everybody's getting it reasonably where they want and able to rely on their defense to fix any mistakes. Last inning, the Highlanders stranded 2. Coming up to bat for
Now batting, number 9.
the Knights is number 9 shortstop Levi Reed. Pitcher fires. That's outside for ball 1. James looks down to the plate, sets, delivers, swings, pops it up, foul. Catcher looks at it, see if he can get it. It is out of play. 1-1 count. Nobody out, nobody on here in the bottom of the second inning. Pitcher comes set, the windup, and the delivery. It's in the dirt for a ball. 2-1. Reed showing a lot of patience this at-bat as James struggles a little bit. Little chopper up the middle. The pitcher fields it, steps, throws, gets him at first base for 1 out. That's the play you really want to see as a pitcher. Little chopper up the middle. Nothing that's difficult to field. Turn, make the throw, and you're good to go. Now up to bat. First baseman number 4, Brody Crawford, swings, skies it down the right field line, foul. Oh, and 1 count. Crawford steps into the box. James sets, kicks, delivers, swung on, and fouled down the right field line again, out of play. Boy, if he can straighten that out, he's swinging like he wants all of it. Crawford steps in, pitcher comes set, the windup, the pitch. Fouls it down the right field side again. James is throwing a breaking ball that keeps moving towards the outside of the plate. Boy, that's getting a little dangerous for him there. If Crawford can really make contact on this, he might be in trouble. James winds up, delivers, puts it up the gap. Second baseman fields it, throws to first in time. 2 outs. Good defense this inning by the Highlanders. The Knights have made contact a couple of times, and the Highlanders are there and ready for it. Coming up to bat now, number 6, the center fielder, Cody Fultz. Comes set, wide stance, takes ball 1. Fultz set. James winds up, delivers, takes it high for ball 2. Good patience out of these hitters today. They're not chasing so far. Swats it. Second, shortstop fields it, makes it across, pulls him off the bag a little bit, and he gets him in time. It's 3 up, 3 down for the Highlanders going into the 3rd inning. Well, you can't ask for a better inning than that as a pitcher. Low pitch count, relying on your defense, and setting the guys down. It's 0-0 going into the 3rd here at Cabell Midland High School Baseball Stadium. Today's baseball action is brought to you by Bloomingdale Baptist Church, just located outside of Barbersville in Salt Rock, West Virginia. Experience heartfelt worship and a welcoming community with ministries for children, youth, and adults, including Little Blooms Preschool, Amplified Youth Group, and a monthly food pantry. They're here to help you grow in faith and in service. Join them for Sunday worship at 10:30 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. or Wednesday evening services at 7 p.m. For more information, call 304-948-1300 or visit www.bloomingdalebaptist.com. Events like this can't be done without the sponsors. Youth baseball is such an important part of the greater Ona-Milton community here, and it shows in the Knights High School program. This is really a community that puts a lot of emphasis on it. You know, my kids are in the Ona-Milton Little League program, and we did that based on the high school programs. You know, we looked at it when we moved to this community and we said, well, what do they play at the higher level? And it's football, baseball, and my kids aren't big, so football wasn't going to be their outlet. And so far, you know, they're 3 and 4 years in. My youngest is playing t-ball this year, and it's just been such a wonderful part of our experience in this community. It's great to see organizations like Bloomingdale Baptist Church, City of Barbersville, and Village Caregiving sign up in support. Here we go, top of the 3rd. Highlanders getting ready to come to bat here.
Up to bat, number 16, Sunday Jarrell.
Coming up to bat for the Highlanders, number 16, Santi Jovel. 24 fires. Down the middle for strike 1. What a nice pitch. Joining me in the booth this inning is Brad Caserta. He's an integral part of the the Cabell Midland Knights club ball team. Brad, thanks for coming to join us today.
Yeah, I appreciate you being here. You're doing a great job.
24 fires, 16 swings, fouls it off into the backstop. Yeah, these kids, you know, at what age do you start looking at the kids and saying, hey, maybe I want to see those guys come up to my club?
Yeah, so a lot of these kids, we've seen them throughout most of their Little League career, and what we've done here is try to provide them an opportunity to get ready for the next level.
Schaefer sets, fires, lines it up to the shortstop, who catches it on his knees. What a stop by Levi Reed there.
So Levi Reed's an interesting case. His older brother came up through our club team and plays for Cabell Midland right now.
All right, up to bat now.
Josiah Pettis.
For the Highlanders, number 27, Josiah Pettis. Schaefer comes set, delivers, swing and a miss for strike 1.
So in Cabell County, middle school is not a sanctioned event for baseball. So we we try to create an opportunity for these kids to get ready for high school, and that you see Huntington did it, and so did we.
Schaefer delivers. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 0-2 count. 1 out. It's good to see that, in a community that's as baseball centric as it is, that gap is actively being filled. When I got involved with the Ona Milton Little League, 24 delivers. Oh, swing and a miss for strike 3. Sits him down on 3 straight swings. Boy, that's got a sting as a batter.
Up to bat, number 9, Bretton Gilliland.
Happy's settled in this inning. He struggled with his zone a little bit last inning, but he's starting to settle in.
At this age, number 9, Bretton Gilliland coming in for the Highlanders. It's a lot about the mental side of it. It's a lot about decisions and how you shake off the bat. Schaefer delivers outside for ball 1. 1-0 count here. To see community-driven organizations and the kids that enjoy them, 24 delivers, swings, fouls it back for a 1-2 count. I might be ahead on that one. That might be a 1-1 count.
Yeah, no, giving these kids an opportunity to come here on the big field in front of the high school coaches, it's got to be a lot of fun for them.
Takes ball outside. 2-1 count.
But, what I really want to say is thank you for everybody that's helped me put this thing together. You all coming up here and dedicating your time and energy. And all of the parents and supporters and coaching staff and Cabell Midland High School opening their doors to let us come in here and use the facilities. One of the reasons we're hosting this game is to raise money from the Little League. A lot of fields around our area have been impacted by the floods, and it's detrimental. A lot of opening days were delayed, and we're happy to donate a lot of our proceeds to this game to that cause.
3-1 pitch delivered high and outside for a walk. Gilliland takes his base, and we've got
17,
1 on with 2 out, with number 17, the shortstop, Colin Childers, coming to bat for the Highlanders. Now, this spring has been an oddball, with as many fields as flooding out, take outside for ball 1. The resilience of the kids and the community behind it. Ona Milton Little League put out a call for volunteers when the floodwaters recede. And they had almost 50 people show up to help with those fields. And you wouldn't think that it's that much. Delivers on the outside edge for strike 1, 1-1 count. But when you get down to it, you've got to muck out the dugouts. You've got to clean up the concession stand. You've got to sanitize all of these areas. It can be a big thing. Checks the runner at first, makes the throw, not in time. Keeping him honest over there, that's for sure.
Yeah, so Happy's does a really good job for us. He keeps runners close. He delivers the ball quickly. He's pretty good with base runners on.
24 fires outside for a ball. 2-1. 2 outs. Runner on first.
It's just nice to come out here on a beautiful day and get some baseball. And these kids have not seen a lot of warm or sunshine this season, and it's starting to come across.
Yeah, to be late April and just now pushing 60 degrees. Swings on, skies it up down the third base line. Shortstop coming in. Oh, and he missed it. He didn't call him off, and the left fielder misses it. Runner makes it all the way to third. Number 17 slides into second base, and it's a 2-out single, or 2-out stand-up double for the Highlanders, moving the runners to second and third base.
Yeah, that ball dropped right into no man's land. We do what we call tweener drills in practice, working on those balls.
Yep, you got to trust the guys on the field, and if you're not saying me, you, it puts you in a situation where a simple error like that can cost you a lot. Coming up to bat, the pitcher, number 15, Oliver James, swings at a high one for strike 1. Runner at second takes a big lead. Pitcher doesn't check him, delivers. Caught him on the corner for strike 2. Boy, if I'm the pitcher here, I'd like to see him chase one that I want him to think he can hit.
Yeah, leaving runners in scoring position is key right here. You gotta leave those guys out that are stranded.
Schaefer sets up, delivers, swing. Ooh. Trickles it just fair down advances and misses the throw at first and puts Huntington on the board. A RBI single from Oliver James for the Highlanders.
Yeah, that drop third strike hurts you right there with the runner on third.
It does. That'll make a big difference. Now it's a little bit different situation as number 8, Dakota Hanna, steps in for the Highlanders.
So we've got play calls here for first and third, and what you can expect right here is a throw all the way through. You should see our catcher being pretty aggressive here to get the base runner out.
Checks the runner at first, makes the throw, doesn't get him in time. You got to shake this off if you're the pitcher. You know, you threw it, you thought you had him, and that drop 3 strike, boy, that's you've got to be ready for that. Schaefer sets, fires, and it's high for a ball. Throw comes down to second, misses him. Runner goes to first, misses the throw. That's another one in for the Highlanders.
Yeah, need to show some poise right here. Two runs across the plate with 2 outs. It's tough. We need to get this third out.
Okay, it's still early enough we can shake it off in the third. But you got to stay focused. And as a youngster like that, that's a hard thing to do. A little chopper to third base. Third baseman fields it, throws across,
That's
makes
a great
it
play.
in time. That is a great play. You know, even at any age, making that play from third across to first, you know, that's a good solid 60 to 90 feet.
Yeah, so especially with these kids, it just shows the maturity of some of these players. They let 2 runs come across the plate unexpectedly, and to make a play like that, that's a great way to end the inning.
That's what you want to see at going into the middle of the third, but not after the Highlanders stick up 2. Coming into the third, middle of the third, it's the Huntington Highlanders 2, Cabell Midland Knights 0.
Done?
Brad, appreciate it, man.
You're doing a great job.
I'm trying my best, brother. Club level ball today brought to you by Diversified Technology in Huntington, West Virginia. Diversified Technology delivers expert IT solutions tailored to businesses in Barbersville and the surrounding tri-state area. From structured cabling and managed network to VoIP systems, closed-circuit television, and cybersecurity, we keep your technology connected, secure, and scalable. We specialize in supporting healthcare, education, government, and manufacturing industries with responsive local help desk service. Call us today at 1-800-551-0420 or visit diversifiedds.com to schedule a consultation and discover how we can help your business thrive. The Highlanders warming up now in between innings after a monster third where they stuck 2 on the board and made the pitcher really work for it. Coming into this momentum, you really want to keep that alive. See if you can get a couple of quick outs and make sure that your guys are staying on the edge of everything that's going on.
Now batting number 7, Cole Elkins.
Now batting number 7, Cole Elkins for the Knights. James comes, sets, delivers outside for ball 1. Andrew delivers on the outside for ball 2, 2-0. Joining us in the booth this inning, we have the third baseman from the Knights club ball. Oh, and he skies it up the middle into the gap for a nice single. Number 7, easy at first. Gets the ball down to the second baseman and back to the pitcher. All right, I got the third baseman from the Cabell Midland Knights club ball team, Cole Painter, in the booth with me. Hey, Cole, how are you today, buddy?
Now
Good, how are you?
Not bad, man. You having a good game?
Logan
Yes, I
Varsity.
All right. Coming in, number 99, Logan Bartram, right-handed hitter for the Knights. Gordon sets, delivers, inside for a ball. So you're playing out there on the field today. You're playing your crosstown rivals. Tell me what's going through your head when you step into the batter's box.
Swing the bat hard, swing good pitches, and get a base hit.
Boy, that sounds like every coach that I've ever heard. It's good that you're listening. 99 pops it into the air, and it drops. It drops for a hit. Third baseman fields it, doesn't do anything with it. And now we've got runners on first and second base with no outs. I tell you, you got to like seeing this, yeah? A couple of guys out there with a big hitter coming up to bat.
Now batting number 3. Pax Hamilton.
Okay, well, hey, man, get down there and do what you got to do. We'll get you back up here. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you for coming to talk to us. Ball comes past the catcher. Both runners advance. 2 on, no out. 1 ball, no strikes to Pax Hafferteppen, the right-handed left fielder for the Knights. This is the first time that we've come all the way through the Knights lineup. With our number 10 hitter here, takes outside for a ball. 2-0 count, no outs, runners on second and third. Swings, puts it in the air, runners hold. Left fielder in. He catches it. Number 7 almost goes ahead. He goes back for the tag, cuts it off to the pitcher near home base, and they hold the runners. Now batting for the Cabell Midland Knights, number 20, the second baseman, Brian Hess. This is his
Now
second time
batting
through today.
Number 20, Bryce Hess.
Takes outside for ball 1. Runners trot back to the base. Second base takes the lead. Third base takes a small lead. Pitcher checks him. Pitcher sets, delivers. Inside and low for ball 1. Ball 2. 2-0 count. 1 out. Runners on second and third. James checks the runner at third. Sets, delivers. Swings on it. It's in the air. Second baseman's under it. Runners tag and hold. Well, you got to like to see that as the Highlanders team. You get yourself into a situation where you got runners on second and third with no outs. The next thing you know, you got runners held at second and third with 1 out. Coming up to bat here, young man that just joined us in the booth, number 22, Cole Painter, right-handed third baseman for the Knights. Sets, takes outside for ball 1, calls time as the runners go back to the bases. James taking his time, going back to the mound, goes into the stretch, comes set, runners take their leads, swings, and he drives it up to the shortstop who fields it, throws it into first in time for the out. Boy, the Knights create a problem there, and the Highlanders get out of it, leaving 2 on base. At the end of the third inning, that puts us at 2-0 Highlanders. If you're joining us from home today, we would like to take a moment to remind you about the partnership with Ona Milton Little League today. Ona Milton Little League is one of the largest groups in the Cabell County area, fielding over 430 student athletes across 2 complexes. Ona Milton Little League has been hit with a tremendous amount of flooding this year, and part of today's proceeds from this game's gate and concession sales are going to help relief for that. If you want to get involved with Ona Milton Little League, please reach out. Somebody would love to speak with you, and the easiest way that you can become a part of it is to remember the Pack the Park event on May the 4th. talk to anybody at Ona Little League, Ona Milton Little League, or visit the concession stand to buy tickets to see the Charleston Dirty Birds play. It's $5 a ticket. Proceeds go directly to the league from that promotion. That's Ona Milton Little League.
Up to bat, number 7, Jackson Gordon.
All right, coming into the top of the fourth, coming up to bat is number 7, Jackson Gordon for the Highlanders club ball team. Pitcher sets, fires, outside for ball 1. Joining us in the booth this inning, Scott Ballou, coach from Cabell Midland High School and board member from Ona Milton Little League. Scott, good to see you today, man.
I appreciate you having me up here.
Hey, man, it's a beautiful day for baseball, seeing these kids out doing something that they love.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to see them get on this field and be able to play out here.
Schaefer sets and delivers. Number 7 swings and skies it down the right field line for a foul ball, 1-1 count. So, Coach, what do you look for as you're helping these kids learn and develop at this age?
Well, I mean, this group here is probably a bunch of 8th graders, so they'll be coming up to the high school level next year. So, I mean, they're going to get, we look at the fundamentals and stuff like that and see, how they're doing. Because a lot of these kids will come out in the fall, and we'll be able to see how far they're developed.
Schaefer delivers. He swings on it after he fouled it back on the last pitch for strike 3. You'd like to see that one. Coming up to bat for the Highlanders, number 13, Ian Asbury. Asbury sets. Schaefer delivers. Outside for ball 1.
Called it a strike.
Oh, he did. He called it a strike. I'll be darned. I was wrong. Got him on the outside corner for a strike. 0-1 count. Schaefer sets up. Delivers. Now that one was a little outside for a ball. Yeah. So when you're looking at pitchers, especially, Scott, what do you want to see in a pitcher at this level that's going to go, 3, 4, maybe 5 innings?
I mean, mechanics. We're just looking at their mechanics and stuff like that.
Strike 2.
I mean, velocity will come as they get older. So we're just looking at mechanics and, make sure they're, proper form and stuff like that. Maybe not overdoing it.
Schaefer sets, fires. Oh, swing and a miss for strike 3. Got him on that one. So coming up now with nobody on.
11, Uriah Pettis.
Nobody on. 2 outs. Number 11, Uriah Pettis, coming set for the Highlanders. What's your strategy here, Coach?
Well, infield needs to play back with two outs here. I'd play back a little bit. Just go right after this kid. What did he do last time?
This one we got Pettis. Pettis was hit by pitch on his last appearance.
Go
Schaefer delivers.
Yeah, I mean, Schaefer's effectively, hitting. I don't know what his percentage is. I don't have those numbers, but I mean, he's effectively throwing strikes, and that's all you can ask for.
Delivers on an 0-2 count.
The secret to winning games is pitching and defense. So if you got quality pitching, you can't defend walks. So if you got a guy that's throwing strikes, that's all you can ask for.
Schaefer's doing it here. He delivers, and he swings for strike 3. Strikes out the side this inning. I tell you, Schaefer is hitting his stride here. Boy.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night.
That's what you want to see. Absolutely, absolutely. Going into the middle of the 4th, that's the Highlanders 2, the Knights 0, and boy, you couldn't ask for a better inning than that.
No, that was effective. Yeah, very effective. And as a fielder, you like that too. You get right back in there. Last inning, you leave a couple guys on base, So some of these guys came out in the field, they're probably not feeling good about themselves. Now they can get right back in there after a great pitching outing by Schaefer. Now they can get back in there and try to get something started offensively. So this is a pretty well hitting team. I know a lot of these kids. I didn't necessarily coach them, but I've known a lot of these kids growing up in the Ona Milton Little League. And there's a couple that I know from Barboursville, but it's a really good group of kids. And the future of Cabell Midland baseball is looking really good. I mean, we got a lot of good 9th and 10th graders this year that I'm coaching, and these kids coming up. So the future of Cabell Midland baseball is really looking good. So we're out here today to enjoy it, evaluate these kids. We'll obviously, probably be coaching them next year, and it's nice to be out here today and at least, have them see us out here and stuff. So it's nice.
Coach, what do you want to see him do coming in down 2 here, getting a little late into the game? What do you want to see this inning?
Yeah, I mean, let's get this first runner on here and then maybe try to move him over. We haven't really tried many bunts here, so it might not be a bad idea to try to lay one down.
Coming to bat for the Knights, number 11, Braxton Nichols. Oliver fires. It's a ball outside. Yeah, I think patience is a big part of it here. You don't want to create opportunities to give them anything that they can work with.
No, I mean, let's have some good quality at bats here.
James delivers.
So now you got a 2-0 count here, so you're going to be looking for something. This is a hitter's count, 2-0, 3-1. So he's going to be looking for something to drive right here. Should get a pretty good pitch.
And Nichols, left-hander, comes set in the box. Pitcher delivers. High and outside again, ball 3. What do you think that pitcher's looking for there? You think he's trying to get that breaking ball to drop? Or?
Well, that's surprising he threw a breaking ball at 2-0. I'm guessing we're going to have a take here. Yeah, there's ball 4.
Yeah. Catches him on the inside for ball 4. That puts Nichols on base with Ryan Schaefer coming up to bat for the Knights. Ryan Schaefer struck out in his first appearance at the plate today. Another lefty.
They're going to run for the catcher here. So you got Cole Painters running at first base. I would probably take here. I mean, that guy just threw 4 straight balls. So I'm giving this guy a take sign. I might take till I get a strike.
James comes set, delivers.
Oh, there you go.
It, puts it up the gap in between the fielders. The center fielder's on the run to get it. Runner's on his way to third. He better get there. They make the throw. He's down. Oh, it gets past him. He's there in time. And Schaefer is in to second base, standing up. Good hit on the part of the Knights.
Well, I didn't predict that one, did I?
Well, he got the right pitch. He saw it. He swung on it and put it exactly where you want to as a left-handed batter in that situation.
Yeah, it was a good piece of hitting. The ball was outside, so he went with it. That's what we're trying to teach these kids to do. And especially at the high school level, if you get a pitch that's outside, you can't try to pull that pitch, and he went away with it, which is the right thing to do.
Stepping in the box now for the Knights, number 9, shortstop Levi Reed. Takes outside for ball 1.
See if we can get something going here.
Patience is the name of the game on this one. You're in a good position, 2 on, no outs. Swats it down the third base line. Third baseman fields it, makes the play over to first, but not before he gets the RBI, putting Painter in, and that puts the Knights on the board.
Yeah, the runner at third was going on contact there, so good contact play. You got a decent, you got decent speed on the base pass there with Cole Painter. So
coming up to bat for the Knights now, number 4, the first baseman Brody Crawford. 1 out, runner on second. Big right-hander getting ready to step into the box.
So the last out, Levi Reed's going to run for Schaefer, the pitcher, at second base, which helps. You got, give him a rest, and also you got some speed on the bases now.
Looking for the steal here, Coach?
James I was just going to say he doesn't have a big lead, so probably not.
In the dirt for ball 1.
He's already in scoring position here. I would hate for him to get thrown out at third when he's already in scoring position. Levi's a pretty good base runner, and he doesn't really have a big lead out there. So
James delivers. Strike on the inside. Well, I like that pitch. Good patience on the part of the batter there. At the same
Come on,
time,
Brody.
if he's throwing strikes, you got to swing at the strikes. Pitcher delivers.
Low.
Outside and low for ball 2. 2-1 strike, 2-1 count. 1 out and runner on second for the Knights.
See if Brody can get something good to lay into right here. Base hit should score Levi.
Tying outside.
Well,
ball
here's
3.
here's your other hitters count here. This is 3-1. So this is what you're looking for as a hitter.
Looking for the one you want.
Yeah, this might be a good pitch here for him to drive.
Crawford sets, pitcher checks the runner, delivers,
There it is.
swings on it to the third baseman, fields it clean. Runner goes from second, gets the out at first, and the runner advances. That is the second time today Brody Crawford has hit into that play. He's getting it on the ground. I just don't think it's quite going where he wants it to.
Well, you got the tie and run 90 feet away here. What in the fourth inning?
Bottom of the fourth. Yep. Cody Falk steps in, takes ball 1. Yeah, contact here puts another one in. Boy, if you're going into the end of the fourth, tied, that's a little bit better. He pops it up.
Could be trouble with the sun.
Third baseman's underneath it. He
There
drops
was.
it. Oh, he misses it. And that puts number 9 across the plate to put the Knights up.
Yeah,
Ball
the
still
error is
in
going to
play.
advance to second on an error. Yep.
Yep, runner advances to second. I didn't see the throw.
Yeah,
But it's just like you said, Coach. You got to follow that all the way through the sun, and if not, it can cost you a lot.
Yeah, I think third baseman lost it in the sun there for a second. Couldn't find it. With 2 outs, you're rolling. So, I mean, the runners from third's moving. So that tied the game up.
That puts Cole Elkins in a real nice position. 2-2, Knights and Highlanders. 2 outs, runner on second, and Cole Elkins, number 7 right fielder, steps into bat. James delivers, swings on it, drives it to the shortstop, fields it, makes the throw in time to get him out of the inning, but not before the Knights put 2 on the board. Boy, that's what you want to see if you're a Cabell Midland Knights fan today. Tying it up, going into the 5th inning.
Yeah, good inning.
While we take our inning break here, I'd like to remind you that Cabell Midland Knights Club Baseball today versus the Huntington Highlanders Club team is brought to you by the American Polygraph Company. Trust the truth with American Polygraph Company, proudly serving Barbersville and the tri-state area. They offer professional, confidential lie detective services for legal, personal, and employment needs. Backed by experienced and certified examiners, they deliver results you can count on. Call 304-733-3011. That's 304-733-3011, or visit AmericanPolygraph.com to schedule an appointment.
Oh, he's so good.
So now it's a different ballgame, Coach. We're getting ready to come into the top of the 5th. It's all tied up. It's a little bit different than it was half an inning ago.
Yeah, I mean, now you're feeling a little bit better about yourself. Schaefer's got, it's a new ball game, back to all square here. So, have a good inning and get back, try to have a quick one again. I don't know what his pitch count is, but try to have a quick inning and get the bats back up to the plate, see if you can win this ball game.
Now, if you're the Highlanders, what are you looking for in this inning?
Well, if I'm the Highlanders, I want to get that first runner on, and then try to maybe play some short ball, move him around. We'll see what happens here.
Both teams today really doing well on defense. We've only seen a couple of errors, one out of each side. One of them was pretty costly for the Highlanders there. Otherwise, to be as young as they are, these guys are playing great defensive ball.
Yeah, I mean, this is a big deal for them to play on this field today.
Number 88, Will Johnston.
They'll be spending a lot of time on this field for the next 4 or 5 years. So,
stepping into bat now for the Highlanders, number 88 center fielder Will Johnston, right-handed batter. Pitcher sets up, delivers, swing and a miss for strike 1.
First pitch strike, that's what you want.
Schaefer's looked clean today. He struck out several. Second pitch gets him on the outside corner for strike 2.
Yeah, I mean, he's been effective for sure.
So far today, Schaefer has struck out 7. Makes contact, drives it up to the second baseman, fields it cleanly, makes the throw in time.
3 pitch, 1 out.
The only way that gets any better is if that's your first pitch.
Yesterday we had a 5-pitch inning.
Up to bat, number 16, Sante Cabell.
We were playing Boyd County yesterday, and one of our pitchers had a 5-pitch inning.
Can't ask for better than
No,
that.
that was great.
Now up for the Highlanders, number 16, Sante Jovel. Swings and misses for strike 1.
Yeah, one thing as a fielder, if your pitcher's throwing strikes, it makes it so much better.
Schaefer's settling into a groove here. He's dealing right now. Sets, winds up, swing and a miss on the outside corner for strike 2. 0-2 count, 1 out. Boy, Schaefer is in control of this game right now. Deals high and outside for ball 1.
Not a bad miss there when he had the guy 0-2. See if he can get him to chase.
And wants it. Jovel, he's attentive, he's a big kid, and he's swinging like he really wants it.
Another good miss there up high. See if you can get him to chase. It's a good spot to go.
2-2 count, 1 out. Knights 2, Highlanders 2. Pitcher deals. Swing and a miss for strike 3.
I think that's about 10 pitches so far. Maybe a little, maybe 8.
Up to bat, number 27, Josiah Pettis.
Yeah, 2 down.
That is 6 batters in a row that the Knights have retired as Pettis swings at a high one for strike 1.
And I would guess 5 out of 6 maybe strikeouts.
That's 4 out of that have been direct strikeouts. Yep.
I was close. This might be 5 right here.
Pettis swings
He's already
on the
down
outside
0-2
for another strike. 0-2. Well, you got to like that as the Knights team, the Knights coach, and the Knights pitcher. Pettis steps out, comes back in, taps the plate. Pitcher delivers, swing and a miss for strike 3. Boy, that's 3 in a row for the Knights to set them down. No damage this inning from the Highlanders, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in a row that the Knights have put down. Boy, you want to see that.
That's what you're looking for.
As we take a break in the middle of the 5th here, we'd like to remind everybody about the sponsorship from Bloomingdale Baptist Church. Experience heartfelt worship and a welcoming community at Bloomingdale Baptist Church, located just outside of Barbersville in Salt Rock, West Virginia. With ministries for children, youth, and adults, including Little Bloom's Preschool, Amplified Youth Group, and a monthly food pantry, they're here to help you grow in faith and service. Join for Sunday worship at 10:30 a.m. and 6 p.m. or Wednesday evening services at 7 p.m. For more information about Bloomingdale Baptist Church, call 304-948-1300 or visit bloomingdalebaptist.com. We can't do community baseball without sponsors like you, volunteers, and the parents of our student athletes. It's such a wonderful thing to be a part of a community like this that puts such an emphasis on baseball and make sure that these kids have the resources, the talent, and the time that they need to provide that experience. Now, coming into the bottom of the 5th here, Scott, what are you thinking if you're the Huntington Highlanders coach right now?
Well, last inning, the Knights tied it, so maybe looking for a little bit better defensive performance here. That was a tough play at third last inning where he lost it in the sun, and they came back and tied the game. So maybe a little bit better defensively here, for sure.
getting ready to step into the box for the Knights. Number 99, the extra hitter, Logan Bartram. He'll be squaring off against number 15, Oliver James again. James has had a pretty decent game as well. Fielding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Several strikeouts.
There's a double.
Oh, and he puts it up the left field line to the outfielder. Coach holds him at first. That was a nice little piece of hitting. You know, that's what you want to see. Not a whole lot of power behind it, but in a really tough spot to field.
Wouldn't surprise me here to see a bunt. This is a good spot to have a bunt play put on right here.
Now batting, number 3, Pax Havlicek.
Coming up to the plate now for the Knights. Number 3, the left fielder, Pat Haffertepen. Haffertepen, 1 for 1 today. This is his second appearance at the plate. James sets, fires, high for ball 1. Runner takes a lead at first. Checks him, makes the throw, not in time. Keeping him honest. That's what you got to do as a pitcher in this situation. Keep him honest. Pack sets. James delivers. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Runner takes off for second as the ball gets past the catcher. He's in standing up. Takes a little attitude step off of the bag before he makes his way back. James back to the mound.
No bunt play here now. With the runner in scoring position, we try to drive him in here.
Pitcher sets. Looks back at him. Oh, he hits him with the ball as he dives back to second base. I didn't think he was going to take that risk, but boy, if that would have got past him, that would have been a bad situation for the Highlanders.
He probably would have advanced to third there if the ball went to center field.
Haffertepen back in the box. James checks the runner. Comes set, wind up. Deals it high. Ball 2. 2-1 count, no outs. Sets, delivers, swings, puts it just into the outfield, and they can't get to it. The runner holds a little bit before advancing to third. They make the throw to third, and it's past him. He's going past third. He's on his way home. And number 99 scores on a double from Haffertepen. 3-2 Knights after that. And that is a costly overflow. You know, sometimes, especially for kids this age, you see the runner going and you panic.
Yeah, I mean that was a pretty bad throw from center field. Try to hit your cut in that situation. You may not throw him out, but at least hit your cuts. Another hit by pitch.
James deals and hits Bryce Hess. That's the second time today that Bryce has been hit by a pitch as he takes his base. James coming down to the home plate here to confer with the coach and the catcher. He's got a little bit of a situation here. He's got runners on first and second. It looks like he might be running out of gas a little bit, Coach.
Yeah, I don't know if they have anybody warming up, but my guess right here is I'm going to say this is probably going to be a bunt to try to get these both these runners over in scoring position. So this is a perfect spot for a bunt right here. And Cole Painter at the bat, he's a pretty good bunter. So this would not surprise me if they lay one down right here.
This is Cole's third appearance at the plate today. He's 1 for 2 with a single in the first inning and 0-3. And his last appearance in the third. Steps into the box, gets set. James comes into the stretch, wind up and the pitch. Swings on it, puts it up the middle. The second baseman fields it, bobbles it. Did he get him? Oh, and he calls him safe at second. That little bobble cost him a double play ball, and all the runners advance for the Knights. And the Highlanders are in a pickle here. Bases loaded, no outs, and down by 1. Number 11, Braxton Nichols, big left-handed catcher, steps up to the plate. Comes set, delivers. Outside for ball 1.
Yeah, they do have somebody warming up in the bullpen, so wouldn't surprise me. This might be his last batter here.
Runners take their lead. Pitcher checks them, sets, delivers. It's low. It's past the catcher. He takes a step from third base, but they've got him covered. So none of the runners advance. Good heads-up play by James to come up and make sure that that batter was going to be honest, or that runner was going to be honest.
Big spot here.
Nichols steps back into the box, taps the
2-0
plate. 2-0 count. Pitcher comes set, delivers. Ball 3 outside.
I'd say this is his last batter. I haven't been right on much yet, so we'll see.
It's okay, just like the batter. You get in the box, you swing, and you hope for the best. Nichols takes. It's low. Ball 4. Walks one in to put the Knights up 4-2 in the 5th inning.
Here comes the mound visit.
Yeah, Coach.
I would think that'd be enough for him.
Coach Gordon coming out to the mound to talk to his pitcher. Gives him a fist bump. And it looks like that may be his day, Scott. I think you might have been right on this one.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably enough. I don't know what his pitch count was, but given the situation they're in, it's not a bad idea to make a change here.
And that'll be the day for Oliver James. James finishes the day out with 2 strikeouts. He gives up 4 runs on the day. Coming in to pitch now, number 16, Santi Jovel.
Tough spot for him to come in here.
Tough spot.
You got him loaded with no outs. Down 4-2 late in the game.
While Jovel warms up, we'd like to take a moment to remind you about Village Sign Company in Barbersville, West Virginia. Make your business stand out with custom signage from Village Sign Company in Barbersville. From storefront signs to vehicle wraps, we bring your brand to life with a bold, professional design. Trusted by local businesses for quality and fast turnaround, they're your one-stop sign solution. Call Village Sign Company today at 304-736-7446. That's 304-736-7446, or visit villagesigncompany.com to get started. Good bunch of guys over at Village Sign Company. They're partners with Ona Milton Little League from time to time. They've always done a wonderful job, and we just can't say enough nice things about them.
Always love that support.
It's got to have that support. It's what makes a community a community. You know, one of the fun things to me about today's game is you do have this is your crosstown rival. You want to come out, you want to play everybody close, and more than anything right now, I think for the Highlanders, you want to make sure that this doesn't get away from you so that you don't get blown out.
Well, you need to get an out right here. Get a ground ball. You had it a minute ago with the ground ball to shortstop, but it got bobbled, so that took the force out. He couldn't get that runner at second, so that was a tough play there. As a pitcher, when you get a ground ball, you want those fielders. You're trusting your guys to make plays, and it didn't happen on that last one, so made a change. And you got new pitcher here with bases loaded and nobody out. Tough spot, but you're going to try to get this first guy.
Umpire chats with Jovel. Looks like he's ready to take the mound and start dealing. Number 24, Ryan Schaefer, steps in for the Knights. Umpire gets his mask on behind the plate. Jovel comes into his stretch, winds up, delivers.
Schaefer.
Outside for ball 1. 1-0 count, bases loaded, no outs for the Highlanders. Schaefer sets, Jovel winds up, swing and a miss for strike 1. Boy, that was a good one to swing at.
He took a hack.
I mean, why wouldn't you at this
Yeah,
point?
I mean,
I'm swinging away.
infield's playing in. They're looking to make a play at the plate here.
Jovel delivers.
Fouled
Schaefer
back
pops
upstairs.
it up. All right, 1-2 count. Takes a little bit of the pressure off there for Cabell. Javell not wasting any time as he sets, delivers inside, just about hit him for a ball. 2-2 count. Sets, winds up. Looks like a little high. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count for Javell and his first batter here. Runners take the lead. Pitcher delivers.
Yeah.
Outside for a walk.
He had him down 1-2 and ended up walking him.
Makes it 5-2 for the Knights as Levi Reed steps into the plate. Reed 0 for 2 for the day, hit a sacrifice 0-3 in the 4th inning that helped put the Knights in control of this one. Javell sets, fires, outside for ball 1.
Levi's a kid who normally puts the ball in play, so he gets something to hit here. He's gonna take. Yeah, he's taking there. So now it's 2-0. Yeah.
Javell fires outside, 2-0. Boy, looks like he's had his confidence rattle a little. Steps, sets, stretch.
Good pitch.
Nice strike down the middle. 2-1 to count. 1 out. Bases loaded. Santi Javell facing Levi Reed here. The pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2. It gets past him. The runner's coming home. Slides in time to put another one on the board for the Knights. 6-2, Knights against the Highlanders.
Tough play there, man. You're looking for some help from your catcher. You're throwing, a good pitch, a strike, and it's not a foul ball. It's just a pass ball there.
Knights take advantage. Swings on it, puts it in the air.
Looks like it's out of play. Yeah.
Foul ball down the right-hand line, out of play. Boy, I think just about every play like that right now for the Highlanders, you're holding your breath a little bit. Reed steps into the box, comes set. Javell winds, delivers, swings on it, fouls it back, out of play. Catcher had his mask off in good form. He's aggressive, he's looking for it, he's ready. He just, once it comes up over the backstop, nothing you can do with that.
No, it's 2-2 here. Still got a pitch to waste, but
Cabell delivers, swings on it, pops it up. Out of play, and apparent barely bounces it off their hands. Boy, if you had a glove on that one, you get it.
Everybody always says, heads up. They did a good job on that.
Yeah. It's part of what makes the game exciting as a spectator. You just never know. You got to be ready for anything.
Levi Reed with a pretty good at bat here. He's got 2 runners in scoring position. Looking to add to the lead.
2 on.
Hit something to the right side here. That runner from third's going to score pretty easily. That's way outside, ball 3. Yeah.
Javell trying to calm himself on the mound. He slowed his pace down a little bit. Kicks, fires.
Yeah, ball 4.
Gets him on the inside for ball 4, and the bases are loaded again.
Now batting, number 4, Brody Crawford.
Bases loaded, no outs. As Brody Crawford steps up to bat. Crawford 0 for 2 on the day. Bases loaded, 1 ball, no strikes. Pitcher delivers, and it's outside. It's ball 2.
As a fielder, that's tough. Your pitcher's struggling, not throwing strikes. You're out there, you have no outs. It's a tough spot to be in here. Yeah.
Dealing outside again for ball 3. That's 5 balls in a row from Cabell. And at this age, especially when you come in behind, you're in a tough reliever's position. It's got to be hard to shake that off. Sets, delivers, outside again, walks another one in.
Well, let's see if they have anybody. I think he's
7.
I think he's on his own here.
Nobody up in the Highlanders bullpen. Pitcher and catcher walk up to have a meeting at the mound. Coach steps out of the dugout, sits back down. Up to bat now for the Knights, number 6, Cody Fulks, right-handed center fielder.
Well, if you're Huntington right here, you're just looking to get an out. I mean, it's
winds up, delivers, swings on it, fields it to the third baseman. He bobbles it. He makes the throw at home. It gets past the catcher. Runner's coming from third. That's another one in. Runner advances from second to third, from first to second.
Yeah, that's a
single.
That's tough there. That's a routine ground ball to third base. Throws it to the catcher, and they can't make the play. That's tough.
Fulks drives in 2 to make it 9-2 Knights. Cole Elkins steps into bat for the Knights. Cabell pitches high for ball 1. Runners on second and third after that hit advances everybody. And boy, if you're a Knights fan today, you got to be happy with this. Cabell delivers outside for ball 2. And you got to be thinking with this kid, if he doesn't want to hang anything out there to go crazy, but at the same time, you gotta get something in there that might.
Yeah, I mean, you get that ground ball, that last batter, and you can't make an out. I mean, that's frustrating.
Cabell pitches outside for ball 3, 3-0. No outs. Runners on second and third. Pitcher delivers. Strike 1 down the middle. Nice looking pitch there.
I'd almost be taken here again, 3-1 as a hitter. I mean, he's having a hard time finding the strike zone.
Cabell winds.
Yeah.
Pitches outside. It's past the catcher. Runner starts, but the coach holds him back, and Crawford goes back to third as Cole Elkins takes his base. That puts us all the way through the Knights lineup as we come back to Logan Bartram, who started this inning. Coach is coming out to the mound to have a conversation with Santi Cabell.
Well, Thomas, I appreciate you having me up here.
Scott, you taking off on me?
Yeah.
Brother, you've been an outstanding color man. It makes it so much easier when you got a good color man.
I appreciate you having me up here. It looks like this game, I think at the start of the inning, it was, 2-2, and it's, or 4-2, and it's kind of jumped from there. So
it's busted open a little bit there. Now coming in on the mound for the Highlanders, number 7, Jackson Gordon. And that's going to be the end of the day for Santi Cabell. Santi not having a great day. Walks 6, gives up 4 runs, 5 runs. That's not a great day. But, part of the game at this level is you got to learn to struggle and shake that off.
That's what we're looking for as coaches. We have a pretty deep pitching staff, and we're looking for guys. At the high school level, you got to be able to command the strike zone. If you can't command the strike zone, then it's tough to be successful. So if you can command the strikes, particularly first pitch strikes, we're looking at strike to ball ratio, and it's pretty important as you get older. But I appreciate you having me up here. It's kind of neat to be up here at a different vantage point, than down on the field, and I get to, experience it at a different level. So Appreciate it, man.
Absolutely. Scott,
Yeah,
I
good seeing
appreciate
you
it, buddy.
again.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The joy of a good color, man, is it's the John Madden to the Pat Summerall. Pat said what was going on in front of him, and John said the obvious thing that a coach would say. And Scott did an outstanding job helping us out with that today. Scott Ballou, ladies and gentlemen, coach for the Cabell Midland High School Knights and Ona Milton Little League board member. Pitching change here in the 5th inning for the Huntington Highlanders club team. Number 7, Jackson Gordon, getting ready to do work on the mound as he faces off against number 99, Logan Bartram for the Knights. Logan, 2-2 for the day. Sets, fires, strike one on the outside. Nice pitch there. Pitcher fires, swing and a miss from Bartram for strike 2. Well, you like to see that if you're a Highlander right now. 0-2 count, 2 on, no outs in the 5th. This will be the first one of the inning if he can get him here. Deals outside for ball 1. 1-2 count. Bartram pops it up into the air, into shallow right field. Oh, and it drops for a hit. Runners move up. Number 4 crosses the plate. No, the runner from third coming down. Play to home is not in time. Runners move up to second and third, and the Knights put 2 more on the board to make it 11-2. Number 99, Logan Bartram there, just having an outstanding day. That puts him 3 for 3 for the day as Pax Haffertepen steps into the box. Haffertepen also 2 for 2 on the day. The second time that he's been around this inning as he takes outside for ball 1. Pitcher deals. Batter swings to the second baseman, fields it clean, gets him at first, but not before he advances the runner to put another one on the board for the Knights. Nope, that is it. And with that, that puts the mercy rule in play and ends the ball game with a final score of Knights 12, Highlanders 2. The players line up on the field and shake hands. Boy, that was a tough one for the Highlanders. You got to feel a little bit for them on that. It started out as such a close game, well into the 4th inning, and in the 5th, boy, the Knights just came out and cracked it wide open. Highlights for the day for the Knights offensively. Cole Painter comes in with 2 for 3. Having a nice day there. Cody Folks, 2 for 3 with RBIs. Cole Elkins, 1 for 2, walked in. Logan Bartram, really just outstanding play today as he goes 3 for 3 for a couple of RBIs. And Pax Haffertepen as well comes in, takes a look at it, knocks that last run in to go 2 for 3 on the day with 3 RBIs. For the Huntington Highlander team, not quite as where you wanted to be offensively. They had a couple of good showing in the 3rd inning where Oliver James knocked in an RBI single and had a sacrifice from Santi Jovel. Highlanders just couldn't quite get their pitching under control, Their starting pitcher, James, dealt well into the 3rd inning, and he started to run out of gas, loaded up the bases, and after that, they just couldn't quite seem to get there. The relief pitcher gave up several runs, walked a couple in, and led to the situation where you're looking at a 12-2 loss from the Highlanders. You can't ask for better than that if you're the home team today. Boy, that's what you want to see on a crosstown rivalry. They come in, they do exactly what they need to do to get the win. Bats look good, defense looked good, no throwing errors, and the pitchers really shine today. Ryan Schaefer for the Knights with a total of Boy, I have to count them all. There's so many of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 strikeouts on the day. The defense backed him up well with 3 plays to knock him down. And boy, when you got a pitching and a defense like that backed up with a team that was putting ball in play the way the Knights did today, that'll put you where you want to be for the win. As we get ready to take a break for our next lineup round, I'd like to remind you about Village Caregiving in Barbersville, West Virginia. Village Caregiving provides compassionate, reliable, in-home care tailored to meet the needs of your loved ones. From companionship and personal care to help with daily tasks, our trusted team is here to support families throughout the region. Discover why so many West Virginians rely on Village Caregiving to keep their loved ones safe, comfortable, and independent at home. Call 304-205-1472 or visit villagecaregiving.com to learn more or schedule a free consultation. Today's video live stream is brought to you by PJ Video, a live streaming company in the tri-state West Virginia area. For more information about videos and live stream, contact Mike Hawley at 304-208-7818, doing a great job today with our broadcast team. From Cabell Midland High School field today, and a final score for the varsity team. It's the Cabell Midland Knights Club Ball Team 12, the Huntington Highlanders Club Ball Team Varsity Squad 2. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to conclude our broadcast for this one. We'll be back in just a little while with our second game for today's crosstown rivalry between the Huntington Highlanders Club team and the Cabell Midland Knights Club team. Will have JV action around 4 o'clock. Thanks for joining us. I'm Thomas Goodman, speaking on behalf of our entire broadcast team today. Thank you so much for joining us.